We all have internet problems, but at my home, this is what I'm using. So this is a TP-Link ER605, a gateway that will have a multi-WAN. So this has 5 ports and you can configure this as multi-WAN. So this is the primary one, the secondary one, and the third. In my setup, I use dual ISP. So two output from different ISP, the modem, then I will plug it here in the LAN 1 and the LAN 2. And all the other, the three are used for this one is for the wired or the wired LAN switch. And the second one will be used for the wireless access point going through my PoE switch or power over Ethernet switch. So, a simple device that you can use to integrate at home a multi WAN or multi ISP. But in this case, you cannot combine both the speed of the ISP 1 and ISP 2. In my case, it is a failover setup, which means that the primary ISP, if ever primary ISP will fail, then the secondary ISP will kick in. So internet at my home will not have any disruption. So this is the advantage of having a TP-Link. And pair with this, I'm using a TP-Link Umada OC200 controller, which in that I use to control all my TP-Link devices. So this will be controlled on my OC200 and which I can remote if ever there's an internet at home, then I can reconfigure anywhere at the world as long as I am connected through the internet. So it's one. So this is the TL-R605, a version 1. The version 2 has already a USB port in which you can have a USB modem to serve as your source of internet. And that's how I configure the gateway of my home devices through this device. A simple and yet very cost effective. So the price of this plays around 2,000 pesos. So I won't have any issue if ever I want to have a failover setup. And also, this can have a multi VLAN. So in my network, I'm already using a network slicing concept. That means that I'm using a same hardware but different networks. So for example, for VLAN 1, you can use it for your LAN, for your personal use. For VLAN 2, you can use it for your IoT devices, smart switch, and IP cameras, and VLAN 3 for your guest. So guest has an isolation, so they cannot communicate with my personal LAN and to the guest, because in my personal LAN I also deploy a network attached storage. So with that, this all are home in this gateway. And I recently upgraded the version, the 7206 version of this. That's why I'm holding this. I'm able to show this to you because what is running in my system is just upgraded. So my client or my PCs are running devices are almost 30 devices, in which my current setup is already overkill. But the seamlessness and the controllability and the availability that it offers, the Umada simplify the zero touch provisioning. So this is not a sponsored video. So I'm just showing the devices that I'm using at my home. Okay, so this is the type of gateway that I'm using. So for the next episode, maybe we'll talk about what is my current access point that I'm using at home. So this one is the gateway. I also have the wireless access point, in which I will be discussing into another video. So make sure to share and subscribe if you haven't new to this channel. And thank you very much.